Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back from the OPTC video. In today's video, we're taking strikers into PvP, and look, I'm gonna start this video off by saying strikers suck, man. They are, honestly, I don't know what is going on with the class. I don't know if anyone has any better ideas or some recommendations for building a good striker team, because I am at a loss. I tried taking on some of the harder challenge fights over here in the PvP game mode, and I was getting ruffle stomped. I was getting absolutely destroyed. Didn't matter what I tried. So before you guys jump down in the comments and get on your high horses like, Stump, you should be running Weevil in the front for more damage. No, it's not enough damage. Hey, did you try Whitebeard and Roger? They're still pretty good. No, actually, they're actually not. What about Nami? The Memories Destroyer Nami. That's a really, really good unit you could try. Tried her too. What about the Prince Guru and the Sword Donnies? They're pretty nice. And then you try an X-Drake or something like that on the bench. Yeah, you can do that, but then you have no damage and you can't win fights. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Strikers, they suck. Like, they straight up suck. You can tell me the new Bonnie's good too, but I tried running her as well, and guess what? She sucks too. So this is what I've come up with. This is what I've been rocking for some of the older challenge fights, because like I said, I just can't, literally just can't beat anything else and anything new. But you guys have screenshot proof and some good teams. Please slide over into my my DMs on Discord, because I would love to see the strikers actually do some work. They've had a lot of buffs with the release of Saturn, as well as the release of Bonnie. We have also had Weevil, who's a striker. He's a PvP legend. He's very, very strong. He hits 3 units incredibly hard, but like hitting 3 units nowadays, it just ain't enough. Like, it's not enough to sort of rock a team. Saturn's cooldown is so damn high. His damage numbers are quite low. You need 6 strikers on the team, so you can't really do too much with flexibility. But you do have 2 rare recruits that came out alongside Saturn that actually work really well on the strike team. You might be looking at them and think, Stump, like, what the fuck are you thinking bringing Dole and Bluegrass? Both of them are not strikers. Well, their passives purely buff strikers and themselves. So they actually give a whole bunch of buffs to striker characters, and then they have a really nice passive that buffs themselves. Bluegrass in particular, he gives level 3 cooldown. The reason I have Kid in the front lines as well, I'm just looking for more damage output, as well as the level 3 cooldown reduction that he gives. As long as you have 4, I think it's 4, Worst Generation, Land of Wano, or Kid Pirates on the team. So he's literally just there just to get, like I said, more damage output with his level limit break, as well as getting that extra 3 cooldown, because the team drastically needs the cooldown. If you don't go off first, then you're in a really, really bad spot. It doesn't have a lot of defensive prowess to sort of tank all of these crazy hits. It doesn't have enough HP to deal with the shots that go through defense. And then if you sort of prioritize all the defense and HP, you lose all your attack. And then unfortunately, like, you just don't win fights. Like, they get timed out, or the enemy will sort of take you out in the back end. Now, I've thrown Luffy Yamato in the back end here, purely because I had another legend spot. But like I said, like, strikers do have an array of other characters that are accessible for the teams. Like I said, you got Nami. You can get more cooldown reduction with Tesoro. You can run the new Bonnie. You have the Sword Donnies, like that. They also work too. So strikers have like a lot of components that can work on the team. They just don't fucking work. Like, they just don't win. And once upon a time, they were always a team that was like a really wonky team that just like found a way to get shit done. Now they have like an actual formidable team, and they just can't get shit done, which is so ironic and so weird. So we took on the S-Bear fight. We're taking on the S-Hawk fight as well. Ironically, like, Law is very good at nerfing slashes, and I still couldn't beat the fucking Fuji fight, which is wild to think. Like, if you ran it probably 100 times, maybe you get like your 10 wins out of 100, or your 1 in 10. But like, I'm not going to do that. It's not a showcase of a formidable team, or like something they can actually get wins and get stuff done. So I'll be interested to see how the team goes in Grand Party. Obviously, strikers, they definitely struggle a lot, but the Grand Party season that is coming up today does a lot of buffs for strikers, as long as your leader is either Scientist or Paramecia. But even still, like, if you're running a Paramecia leader, like, Whitebeard and Ace is just going to be the go-to guy, and the teams that you're going to run under them instead of Saturn is just going to be way stronger compared to having to run a striker-based team. But like I said, all the buffs are going in the strikers' direction, so we'll have a look and see how that rocks, and we'll definitely take Saturn into a day of Grand Party. Overall, though, I pretty much I've drilled my point. Like, strikers suck. Like, they actually suck. They've had a lot of good PvP rare recruits as well. You got Sasaki, you've got Hina. Obviously, the new legend, Weaver, while he's not buffing strikers, can definitely work on the striker team. But again, it's just sad, man. It's sad. Saturn obviously is like the big one that you kind of want to bring on striker-based teams, and the reason why we're doing this video is because of him. I was going to try and include Bonnie, but like, Law was just a better fit in almost every regard. Whenever you come up against slashes, which obviously there are a lot of slashes, sort of just like sprinkled into teams, so Law does really, really good work against them. My Law's level 150 as well, so like he's just better than a level 99 Bonnie. I found Bonnie to just be like a bad version of Nami Karina. Nami Karina, and just does like everything just better. And the downside with Bonnie too is you need 6 strikers on the team. And if you're looking at bringing something like Saturn and all those other characters, and then you want to bring like, I don't know, like a Psy-based build with the Straw Hats, there's not a lot of Straw Hat strikers besides Nami. And then you're kind of stuck in this position of like, all right, I need 6 strikers, I need 4 Straw Hats. How do I kind of make that work in that sort of regard? So I found, just like I said, just bringing Law was just better. It's just a much better time. He also satisfies the worst generation tag for Kid, alongside obviously Bonnie working in that regard too. But Saturn, he's a defensive juggernaut. He gives a lot of defense. He can special bind on his special. He does damage at 4 times his attack multiplier to enemies with the lowest HP. And then he targets Navy, World Government, and Scientists, I believe, for an interval healing. He buffs int and strikers, but then you need 6 strikers on the team to get the damage output to work. So realistically, you're only really running him on a striker-based build. You're not ever going to really run him on an int team unless you can find a way to bring 6 int strikers, or you just scatter the bench with 3 striker characters and then make sure you have 3 int strikers in the front. That can also work. Stuff like Smoke is pretty good. Like I said, the Sword Donnie's there pretty good too. And you definitely can do it, but at the same time, the team just sort of doesn't synergize as well as like what the striker team is doing. Obviously, you can run Dole as well if you're running int as well. Like Dole works quite well. She's just sort of giving a lot of buffs to herself. She gives shield to Egghead characters. Both the new Raricus as well buff Egghead as well. Like they have like a little part in their passive that just does Egghead characters. So like 4 out of our 5 lineup is also getting that particular buff here. But wrapping up the video, we're going to take on this Suru fight, and this is a perfect showcase of why the striker team sucks donkey dick. This fight is old as fuck. Like it's an old PvP challenge fight. Suru came out yonks ago. Way back in like before the One Piece Day celebration. I think it was just after the One Piece Day celebration, I think. Because like versus Kid's on the team, so like it has to be like after. But yeah, this fight came out so long ago, and the shooter team has evolved so much since then. Like so much. And we only just, by the skin of our teeth, thanks to a very good timing Luffy Yamato special, we only just win. Which is wild. Absolutely wild. Versus Kid goes off and just wrecks our entire lineup. And again, a great showing of the fact that like if Verse Kid in the last 50 seconds can destroy basically the entire lineup with over 50% HP. Well, most characters are, like Law's a bit lower, but like Kid like fucking wrecks our shit. He literally kills everyone. The only character doesn't kill is Law, and then Frankie just comes in and kills him. And like that's good timing that our bench doesn't come in, because if our bench came in, Frankie probably would have just killed them as well. But like I said, a very, very good timing Luffy Yamato special here. Manages to basically just throw back what Kid did at us in the last 50 seconds. So we get very, very lucky here. And again, this is just a perfect example of why I think the strikers are bad. Because like a good team in that position wouldn't have taken that. Not in the slightest. So bit of a shame strikers, but like I said, if you guys have any other ideas or team builds or screenshots of taking on some of the harder challenge fights, and I'm talking like the Driven Powerhouse fight, I'm talking like the Slasher fight, Strength fight, the Weevil fight, the new Akainu fight, those types of builds. If you guys can get those done, send me some screenshots, because I'd love to see some more striker stuff. And hey, maybe we can make another video in the future as well. But hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below while you're down there. But like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please enjoy the rest of the day. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.